Let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, Mahesh. We are able to see.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. We are waiting for a few more candidates to join, but yeah, we let's get started. So yeah, I don't have any PPTs, but yeah, the agenda for today's session is I'll just introduce myself and I'll walk you through the course content. If you have any questions, I'll answer your questions. Okay, so to quickly introduce myself, I'm Mahesh. So total I have 10 years of experience. So I've been working on DBT since last 4 years. So before, I'm a big data developer. So I have experience working on AWS based cloud projects, and I have experience working on Hadoop based projects. So currently I've been working on Snowflake project where I'm using DBT for all the transformations. So that's about myself. So coming to the course, so this course covers the basic to advanced concepts of DBT. So it starts with the introduction. So we'll know, we'll understand what is DBT, where exactly we'll use DBT in the big data ecosystem for data transformation. So in this course, you will learn to build reliable and scalable data pipelines that enables us to transform and model the data and again test the data. Okay, so also we'll understand how we can use DBT to streamline data engineering process. This course, I'll be the end database I'm using is Snowflake, but we can also use DBT along with other cloud-based databases like Google BigQuery, Redshift, and also Oracle we can use. Okay, so we'll start with DBT architecture. So overview of DBT architecture and how it fits into data stack, installing and configuring DBT. So DBT is available in two flavors where we can, the core DBT is there, which is like more or like open source where we can install on our system. And the second option is DBT Cloud. So that's a managed version. We need to pay for licensing fee. We'll explore both the on-prem version, open source, and also the cloud version. So how to create and organize DBT projects. So for example, if the endpoint is Snowflake, how to create and configure the Snowflake, how to initiate a project, we will explore all this. Working with DBT models. So defining data models and relation in DBT, writing SQL queries and creating a tables. We will create different types of DBT models. There are like we can create a ephemeral models. We can create a select models. So what is model in DBT is anything we create, anything a model in DBT, it will create a table in Snowflake or any other database. So we'll create a different types of models in Snowflake. We'll explore what are the different types of DBT models, and we'll write various SQL queries and we'll create a tables in database. Incorporating variables and macros into DBT models. So how we can use variables inside DBT models and we can write, we can develop the SQL code. For example, let's assume, let's take a scenario where we have to write 10 SQL case statements. So instead of writing like 10 case statements, how we can define a variable and use that variable to dynamically generate the code, the case statements and all. We'll see different examples in this session. Applying transformations to data using DBT transform capabilities. So there are various DBT packages, inbuilt packages, and also we can define our own, write our own packages. So using this, we will building pipelines with DBT and integrate them into DBT pipeline. Working with DBT snapshot feature to capture and preserve. So yeah, anyway, like here what we'll do is we will write various transformations and we'll apply these transformations on DBT models. So how to transform data and we have DBT test feature So for example, you have the database, 150 tables are there. We can write data quality rules. For example, let's assume we have telephone numbers table. The simple data quality rule we can write is there any customer having this telephone number null values? And also we want to make sure each customer phone number is unique. That is other. And also the custom test cases, like we can build is in this example, the phone number should be minimum 10 digits. So how to write test cases and how we can implement those test cases in DBT. So we'll see those examples in this. And also DBT, the advanced DBT techniques, like how to write DBT macros. Overview of DBT macros, creating and managing macros in DBT. So we'll be using the Jinja. So I'll explain you how to write this Jinja programming, like defining variables, if condition, for loop, functions, and using that we'll define a macros. Okay, and we'll be using macros to simplify and streamline DBT code. And also we'll see few advanced macro techniques. So there are few more DBT snapshots for incremental data capture. So overview of DBT snapshot and how we can leverage DBT snapshots for incremental data capture. So if we have any use cases like implementing the type 2 technique, slowly changing dimension, we'll be using DBT to implement SCD type 2 technique, and also how we can incrementally capture or like build tables using DBT. We'll explore this. So this is the core. I mean, these are the main concepts this course is delivering. Any questions on this?
Hey, one question.
Yes.
So this DBT, the data transformation one, the session will be in coordination with Snowflake. I mean, transformation, data transformation implemented on a combination with Snowflake, but not with cloud or any other technology, right?
See, Snowflake itself, it's a cloud-based database, right?
Sorry, not with other these things. Sorry. Not warehouse. I mean platform like GCP or AWS.
See, the endpoint will change, but mostly the concepts, the core concepts will remain same.
Yeah, okay. I mean, will you give any just an overview of how this data transformation will be done in coordination with the GCP as well, BigQuery?
Yeah, so I don't have any setup for GCP, but if you have an account, definitely I'm happy to help with that. The one thing is
Okay,
you need to configure,
just an overview. That's it. Yeah, more or less everything will be same, but only thing is like
Sure.
small. There will be some sort of thing that should be configured, right, and how it will be working. A high level overview.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, configurations, I'll show you maybe GCP how to do.
Okay. So does this need any sort of Snowflake uh, things like building pipelines? This is a stand, or is it a standalone where we just implement the transformation logics, like the data cleansing, data quality, and all?
So any SQL select statement. So DBT is not again, it's not a ETL tool. It's a simple, like we can use Jinja programming in this to write some dynamic SQL statements and all. But anything like SQL, any SQL code we can write, and we can base SQL based transformations. That could be GCP, that could be Snowflake or anything.
I mean, any reason like don't we have the transformation logic implemented as part of Snowflake? I mean, always we are going with external tools, like external tools like other than DBT. I don't know. So, is there any other? I mean, is there any reason for this?
Using DBT.
Yes, I mean,
So one thing with
these are
DBT is
over and above. Yep. Yes, please.
If your question is why DBT, why not any other API?